Breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Subscribe the channel, guys. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is a Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 18th of April 2022. Welcome to another edition of our daily news, breaking news, everyday news. It comes to you guys each and every day, each and every hour. Yes, we keep you guys informed. And so Norton MP Temba Mliswa Independent says United Family International Church UFIC founder and leader Emmanuel Makandiwa should join Zanu PF structures and work for the party openly rather than hide behind the pulpit while furthering his political ambitions. This comes after Makandiwa lavished praise on President Emmerson Mnangagwa during a church service he attended alongside First Lady Auxilia Mnangagwa and Vice President Constantino Chiwenga in Chitungwiza on Saturday. Makandiwa claimed that it is not the responsibility of the government to create jobs for Zimbabweans, but individuals should prosper through their efforts. And we know that Temba Mliswa is outspoken on Twitter. He actually tweeted, said that Makandiwa should just join Zanu PF and stop this elevated posturing, fainting more enlightenment than everyone else. He is a pastor, for God's sake, and should operate in a smarter way. I'm independent but openly state the only party I know is Zanu PF. He should do the same. He can join the party structures and advance the party propaganda openly, not hiding behind the pulpit and abusing congregants by foisting on them his personal political positions pervaded with spiritual exhaustion. Being a true man of God isn't about abstaining from politics or supporting the opposition. It's about defending and supporting what is right, standing for principles, the weak, the poor, morals, justice, truth. As an individual, he has every right to join the party and shows explicitly his side. It's unfair on his congregation listening to him as a man of God and yet him using that position to advance his selfish, personal and partisan agenda. It's unfair on the suffering people in his church to have their leader slyly operate as a pastor and yet using his spiritual position to advance secular agendas for selfish political ambition. His congregation is filled with jobless youth and he tells them government isn't responsible. That is cheap propaganda we expect at rallies. Other governments monthly produce statistics of how many jobs they have created in the economy, whether directly or indirectly, because ultimately government remains responsible for the upkeep of its people. We know some of these guys simply use their spiritual talents and gifts for personal use, and we have restrained ourselves from getting involved because some of these issues are about personal taste, beliefs and preferences in life. However, going forward, I would think Parliament should craft laws to do with churches the same way government is going after NGOs. In the same way government regulates the media, lawyers, etc. We want to follow where does the money go after people bring it, how is it used, who benefits. Some church leaders have suddenly been blessed by God only after forming churches. Suddenly there's been a stampede to form churches. Too many revelations. It's high time churches are regulated, otherwise people are being fleeced by conmen. That is why I prefer the older churches such as Methodist, Roman Catholic, Dutch Reformed, Anglican, etc. There is transparency and clarity in these churches as compared to these Pentecostals who are weakly spiritualize everything to hide their shady ways. The Bible is filled with men of God who stood for the truth against kings, even to the point of death. Yet our version of Pentecostal leaders is weak and flavely lying that Christians have nothing to do with politics, churning out a bastardized interpretation of scripture. Resultantly, congregants have been a daily fed opium of docility, such as that they are weak against injustice and repression under the false belief that whoever is ruling has been approved by God and anything goes. I believe there is a direct connection between the seeming political passivity of Zimbabweans and our being a Christian nation, the spiritual side has been used to strangle the political consciousness of the masses through the agency of people like Makandiwa. The pastor is a venerated position in people's hearts and minds and should not abuse that position to feed people his partisan political orientations. He should stand for truth as a principle and speak out against any injustice. The equivalent of some of these actions are found in the Bible too, with Balaam going out to prophesy against God's people because he had been paid. Ultimately, it will fail. Pentecostal churches are generally bigoted as institutions and view themselves as the sole proprietors of the gospel of salvation. To them, everything and everyone else is lost. It's a dangerous posture that has created demigods who are not the foundation of truth and social justice. The lack of capacity for critical introspection within these Pentecostals has also damaged their ability to be solid as institutions and outgrow the person of their founders. Many remain extensions of their founding leaders who are themselves mere mortals prone to fall. Thus, the correction of a church leader becomes an attack against the church and the foundation of their scriptural beliefs. The believers can't distinguish the leader from the gospel. It's tragic, but the leaders want it that way because they are protected from critical questions. This is what Temba Mliswa wrote on Twitter. It's like 18 tweets. I mean, the man was sitting and writing this. Yeah, he has time. He has time. He was just giving us his 2 cents regarding to what Makandiwa and ED said on Saturday, and when ED attended that Easter conference in Chitungwiza. Guys, get it all in the comment section. I say, remember guys to like, share, comment and follow and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new uploads that we do upload on this channel each and every day, each and every hour. This is our daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Remember, like, share, comment. Bless up.